Stadium. Buzzing kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week they'll...
Turning it on! The 10! Touchdown!
Man, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. Quick step and go. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Woods. Got enough for the first. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. He's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll pull it down and run. On the move at the 30. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Green.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The option look. He can't corral the pitch. Racing down the left side. The 20. He's at the 10. All the way in for the touchdown. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Using the quick game. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Mitchell. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. It'll be a draw. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Mitchell. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Quickly complete. There he goes. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
A shot toward the end zone, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. And that one's going to be knocked down incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Quarterback empties his backfield. Quarterback running on the draw. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Quarterback making checks. He'll start this drive going to the air. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point in the game.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. They'll go back to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Catch in the middle, it's Clemens. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It is so easy when you're a defensive player, when you watch a little misdirection of the ball go one way to turn and to run. That's not my job. My job is to stay home. The defensive did a good job of that. Defense stayed home, made the play.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Looking at a 2nd and short now. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. 1st and 10 for the offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clemens. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Splits the uprights. Good. And guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Quick spin on the ride.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to throw for it. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. One drive has already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Slithers into space. It's a fumble. Oh, and averts disaster by falling on his own fumble. This will likely be the last play of the half. Second down, he'll throw it. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Annapolis. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the hallowed grounds of the U.S. Naval Academy.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. Bringing it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They'll go with a direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did.
Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Clemens. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here. 1st and 10 from the 33. Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's in for the touchdown. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Michigan State looks like 5 miles of bad road today. Offensively, the wheels have come off. Defensively, one pothole after another. They're trailing by 14 to USC. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything...
It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Gives it on the option. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go up top on second and short. Finds his man down the middle. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Now this offense is back on the field. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. The screen, he can go. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on. Defense.
The defense has been hanging on for dear life figuratively, now literally, and it draws a flag. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He'll do it himself. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give to the back. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
Hey, coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. Here's the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Takes the handoff. It's Washington. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll go to the ground. And some room to work. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. The sure hands, it's Clemens. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Power football with the run. Made a defender miss. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ballgame. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the ground game. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. To the ground with the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder.
Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here comes the heat. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Slams it ahead. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. He'll start this drive firing. Firing to the right, complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Woods. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. He's in open space downfield. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping him.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it, 1st down and more. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll run it out of the shotgun. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. The run from the shotgun. Hard running there. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Still on his feet. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. All business today for this ball club. They come out and